Jeff here with Deerhurst channel. Going to take my ladder stand down from the old legendary Winnie the Pooh stand. There's a story behind that. The Winnie the Pooh stand was named that because there was a flood in the bottoms and there was a Winnie the Pooh lawnmower around the area where I put this stand. So we kind of dubbed it the Winnie the Pooh stand. And that's where my son Colton took his biggest buck ever out of that stand. And I missed one of my biggest bucks ever out of that stand. But that's another story for another time. So today I'm just taking down a tree stand, a ladder stand, and I'm going to move it to another location. Stay tuned. Wow, Glennie, you were right. It sure did grow up in here. Man, this is a lot more grown up. I guess I haven't hunted this for a couple years. And the reason I'm going in is because my stand, and here it is right here. Let me turn the camera around. Right there, the tree is grown and it's pulling it up off the ground a little bit and kind of grew into the tree right up where the straps are. So I'm going to have to try to get that loose and get it out of there. But anyhow, all part of it. My son shot his biggest buck out of this tree, like I said, and I missed a dandy out of this tree, but it's gotten so grown up in here that if you look around behind me, he's right, you could hardly see that nice big field deer used to cross through. But anyhow, plan to take this down and move it to another location. That's my goal this weekend, and then to bring the camper in is my second goal this weekend. So I'll stay overnight and camp and enjoy that a little bit, and then take the camper in the morning. Tools in the backpack, got a cart to strap it to. And there she is right there, legendary Winnie the Pooh stand. Can still see pretty good that way and over here and back towards the creek. Man, everything behind it where I've seen deer cross is kind of blocked out. Well, the old homemade deer cart comes in handy for something else. Well, so long, Winnie the Pooh tree. It's been a pleasure knowing you and spending time with you. Anybody who hunts knows what a special tree is like. Once again, thank God for a homemade deer cart and some creative rigging, and I can just roll this thing right out of here. You got to watch out for these. Yeah, they'll scratch you and go through your shoe. Heck, they'll poke you in the eye if you're not careful. It's always nice after some grunt work to have the truck back in sight. Well, gonna get it out of the back of the truck and get it set up in another location. And now it's in a new location with a nice view. Well, you know, heck, I figured, what the heck? I think I'll bow hunt until dark. Why not? Just set up the stand and I'm here, why not? And anyhow, just talked to Papa Craze, and he said string her up in the tree. I can't use more meat, but he can. So anyhow, maybe I'll get one, maybe not. But one last hurrah. Stay tuned. Well, up here in the tree, watching a nice shooting lane, and it's that last magical half hour before, or 1 hour, 45 minutes actually, before dark, and if something comes through, you can't see it down there, but it's about a 35, 40 yard shot tops, but that's where they pass through, so we'll see what happens, and stay tuned to the Deerhurst channel. Last look at deer camp. Yeah, it's been a good season. Sure wish Gary was here. Got my camper all hooked up to the truck. Had to do some creative finagling to get in here. But now just to pray for a safe trip back to Broken Arrow. It's been a good year. Deer camp is always very special. That's a product I reviewed before. Works like a champ to top off tires. It's always a nostalgic feeling when deer camp is over for the year. Technically it's over this Thursday, but I got to work the rest of the week. But got the camper in tow. You can see it out the back window there. But anyway, it's always that feeling of nostalgia and kind of a little bit of a letdown, and then you have this excitement for the next year, thinking about the deer you've seen and the deer you had on camera that you wish you would have seen, and just hoping for a good season next year. And of course, spring turkey season is around the corner. Won't camp for that, just drive out and hunt for a day or two here and there. But well, thanks for watching the Deerhurst channel, and new subscribers, thanks for coming on board. I appreciate y'all. You guys are awesome, and it's a growing channel and it's getting there. So stick with us and we'll see where it goes. Happy New Year.